Hi everyone, good morning. Victoria Waco, Mrs. New York American 2024 and WWE fan. So let's talk about what happened last night on Raw. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who commented last week. It kind of explained to me a little bit more the the truth in John Cena's promo last week. I kind of was like, I don't really get what he's saying. I think he's being just mean to fans, and you guys gave me a little bit more of the substance behind it. Truth be told, I stopped actively watching the product every week back in like '07, '06, '07, and then restarted up a few years ago. So I missed the majority of John Cena's like major run, even though I did see the spinner belt that he mentioned last night. But with that, I just would say you're very helpful. Anyway, so John came out, did a great promo. I thought it was really good. And then Cody came out, got the crowd fired up. The crowd was great in Scotland last night, and really, just are still driving home the conflict between these two men and why it matters, and how ultimately like Cody is offended by John's betrayal of the people and the people he believes made him a champion, right? And I think this is like a beauty, and like if there was ever a place that my one complaint last night, it was again, I don't need The Rock for any of this. I don't need The Rock for this conflict. I don't need The Rock for this fight. I do not need The Rock for them to have this issue. And I think for me, that's when I get really confused about like why The Rock was there at all. I found the one place The Rock might be useful or tie into the story again, and this is where it is. The people were the reason Cody became champion last year. As we all know the story. I don't care what The Rock said on the documentary. The people chanting and wanting Cody in that main event and wanting him to face Roman and wanting him to be the champion overpowered The Rock's ability to get what he wanted, which was a match with Roman last year. We all know this. So imagine if the reason this is all happening is that The Rock is still mad about that. And so he needs someone who's going to take everything away from the fans, everything they hold dear, their championship, their hero of 25 years. That's the only thing I got for y'all. That is the only way I can make The Rock work into this. I'm sure they'll find another way because they're smarter than me, but I don't get why we need The Rock right now. All right, I'm off my soapbox. I really did like seeing Jay and Jimmy again tag teaming. I thought it was adorable. I don't like A-Town Down. The match was okay. But it was just great to see those two wrestling together, and they like work so well. They're so brothers, and like the communication, everything's so wonderful with them. I love the Gunther run-in. Again, we're building this. Having Jay trip. I love Jay's when Jay and Jimmy are in the back later in the show, and Jimmy does that really great, like it was such a great like brother, you like I need you to have that fire in you, like it was like the pre-Rocky fight, I was great. Hopefully you understand what I mean. I don't have words. I need more coffee. And then of course we're getting Gunther and Jimmy next week. That will be interesting. Raquel and Lyra was okay. I think we kind of knew how that was going to go. I don't think they're ready to take the belt off of Lyra. I feel like we need to add more substance to that title. I don't know how to do that. But also, Lyra doesn't really talk. And I think that's one thing I've noticed. She's defended the title a lot, but she hasn't talked about it. And I think we need some good promos to add some meat to that title. I think that's what Chelsea has done really well with the US Championship over on the other show. So just my thoughts. Judgment Day, still is like falling apart, and I don't know. Just break them up. We were ready for them to be broken up after Damian left, after Rhea left. We were ready. Can we just let this go and move on to something else, please? I'm thinking that was the direction. I think that possibly JD was supposed to have a big part in that, and then JD got injured and they had to like scramble and figure out what to do with them. But I don't know. I'm just like ready for them. I love the little segment for the American Luchador, you know who I mean, Chad Gable's alternate character. Love the little like how they made it look and everything. It was just great. Whoever worked on that, love you. Um, the whole Chad Gable thing's kind of funny to me, quite honestly, but I'm not like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think I like Dragon Lee. I'm just still a little confused about the whole like why he hates Luchador so much, quite honestly. But whatever, I'll roll with it. I mean, we got a decent match out of those two. Felt so bad, poor Dragon Lee having his mask off. Like it just that to my heart when I see that kind of stuff, just because I know why they're doing it. It's the ultimate disrespect to a luchador, but I don't know. That's why I don't like it. Quite honestly, I love my luchas. I love lucha, so yeah. I'm just looking at my notes. Sorry. Let's talk about the main event, and then we'll talk about Rhea, Io, and Bianca, and CM Punk. Main event, we had, again, like the continuation of Penta and Penta joining the Judgment Day or not. We know he's not. Of course, they cost him the Intercontinental Championship. Braun looked great in this match. It was a great match. Again, though, I'm just kind of over Judgment Day and like what they do. So I just kind of knew that's how it was going to end, and I was kind of like, because of that. With that, my husband was actually made an interesting comment because when the match was coming up, he's like, Penta is brand new and they're like giving him the main event spot. Again, my husband who doesn't like wrestling. And so he was just kind of felt like there were people who've been around longer who deserve that. And I thought that was kind of interesting. So curious your thoughts on that, about Penta being pushed so fast into a title scene. His other comment earlier, and I had to like say the same thing, like, where's Sheamus? He like disappeared. He's like, where's that redheaded guy? I'm like, Sheamus? He goes, yeah, that guy. No idea where he is. So like, where is Sheamus? I also, just on that, people we haven't seen lately, kind of shocked they didn't bring out like Drew or Piper or someone, since they were in Scotland. I kind of expected a Drew sighting and we didn't get one. But that's okay. I just thought maybe they would because they were in Glasgow. All right. Rhea, Io, and Bianca. Very cool. I love poor Adam. Poor Adam Pearce. He plays his character so well. I'll be like just frustrated that he doesn't have control. My husband automatically was like, well, Rhea's winning the title back. And it's going to be her and Bianca at WrestleMania. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. We do know Io's never lost to Rhea. So that, I feel like that will play into next week. But, I like them. I love how they like throw Io around like a rag doll. It just cracks me up so bad. But I also do feel like, again, Bianca's coming off a little bit of the heel. And I especially think if it is only a 2-way at WrestleMania. Rhea is so over. You need a heel against her. And Io is not going to be a heel. I think you need it to be Bianca. So yeah, I just feel like we're getting a Bianca heel run. I could be totally wrong. Someone I was reading was saying that they think Rhea should turn heel. I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's the same thing with Cody. I haven't looked at how much money she makes for the company, but I imagine it's a good amount. And people just love her. And they loved her when she was a heel. So why bother? That's my 2 cents on turning Rhea heel. I love her though. I'm a mark for her. All right. CM Punk's promo. I mean, as always, it was good. I actually felt like it was a little less. Now, he did mention he was tired in it, and I felt like it almost gave that energy, him just being really tired. And maybe that was just the vibe he was going for. Maybe he was just so frustrated with all this stuff going on. He's exhausted, and he's like, just, give me what I want. I do think he's hinting, though. I think what he's going to get is a main event at WrestleMania. I think that he keeps, I think that's what they're toying with, right? Who's going to be in the main event at WrestleMania, which I think means he'll be on the same night as Damian Priest, and Damian will not be the main event. That's my prediction. What are your thoughts on all this? Where are we going? We are less than a month away from WrestleMania. Where are we going and how are we getting there? let's talk in the comments, and I'll see you guys back on Saturday morning for SmackDown review. Bye.